Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Siddharth Gupta Foundation Classes. Today, today we will discuss about the principles of Nazism. I have already told you about the Nazism. Nazism was a party formed in Germany in 1933 by Adolf Hitler. What was its working? What was its principles? What was its features? Today we will discuss about that. In Germany, nationalism was there. It means that Nazism believed that the state is above all. It means for the sake of the country, any class of people had to sacrifice for his nation, for his or her nation. All the powers were in the hands of the party, means Hitler, and there was no parliamentary institution, and the education, press, radio, each and everything is controlled by the government, the Nazi party. Hitler believed that to discipline the life of the pupils, a government can interfere in his or her life to maintain peace and harmony, and the lost prestige that was lost in the Treaty of Versailles by the Germany. Just similarly, like fascism, in Germany also, Nazist party couldn't tolerate the opposition party, and no opposition party was allowed to form any other party. Like in France, in Germany also, sorry, like in Italy, in Germany also, there was a fear of communism. So, like fascism, Nazism was also favor imperialistic government. But they in Germany, a special category of people like the Jews, means the Jews, they were betrayed, they were harassed by the Germans, as Germans believed that Jews betrayed during the First World War, and that's why the Germany lost the war. And also, Germany thought themselves that they were the Aryans of the superior race, and Jews belongs to an inferior race. So these were the principles of Nazism. We will discuss about that. Now, at the first point, Nazism believed that the state is above all. Second point, all powers should be with the state control education, press, and radio. Third point, the state could interfere in the pupils' lives to discipline them. Fourth point, Nazism wanted to crush opposition, and it works on the principles of one party, one leader, and there would be no opposition would be there. Remove communism. First point, they looked at Jews as a cause of economic hardship of the pupil, and wanted to turn them out of Germany. Hitler believed that a nation became great by defeating other nations. In all, you can say that Nazism worked on the same principles that like fascism in Italy. Just like in Italy, the rules of the party is above all. All the powers should be with the control of the government, each and every field. The state could interfere in people's life to discipline them. No opposition party was tolerated, and by defeating other countries, or you can say that by breaking the rules of League of Nations, that was the aim of the League of Nations. By breaking that rules, by taking by breaking that international laws, they want to regain their lost prestige, just as the fascist party did in Italy, and same was done by the Adolf Hitler in Germany. So these were the principles of Nazism. Now, how the rise of Nazism takes place. Now we will discuss about rise of Nazism. In 1933, the Hitler was appointed as the prime minister and he started to become a dictator over there. What happened? An election after the Weimar Republic, an election was taken place at Germany, but no party comes in majority. No party gets the full majority. Election would taken place several times. That you can say that midterm elections taken place several times, and even Hitler didn't get the majority of votes. So after there was so much of weakness, Adolf Hitler forcefully removed the prime minister of the Germany and took the place of dictatorship of over there, or laid the foundation of dictatorship in Germany, and the republic government collapsed. Then this is the rise of Nazism. How Adolf Hitler took the charge of dictatorship in Germany. This part comes under the rise of Nazism. So write down it in points. It was in January 1930 that Hitler was appointed the Chancellor or Prime Minister, and he started to dream of becoming a dictator. Then Hitler dissolved the parliament, set up according to the Weimar Constitution and ordered fresh election. At this time, the Nazi volunteers used violence and terror to crush the opposition. As the Nazis still did not get complete majority, Hitler passed by terrorizing members, the enabling law which would allow the government to make the laws without the approval of parliament. So you can say that what happened 1933 में हिटलर को चांसलर या वहाँ का प्राइम मिनिस्टर की तरह अपॉइंट किया गया, लेकिन हिटलर जो है वो पूरे देश को एक डिक्टेटर की तरफ की रूप में चलाना चाहता था, क्योंकि हिटलर को पता था कि गवर्नमेंट पार्लियामेंट्री गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू, डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू जर्मनी की खोई हुई प्रेस्टीज को वापस नहीं किया जा सकता। और हिटलर ने अपनी एक किताब भी लिखी थी, उसका नाम था मीन कैम्प, यानी कि माय स्ट्रगल इसका मतलब होता है। और उसने उस किताब से के थ्रू, उस मैगज़ीन के थ्रू लोगों को ऑलरेडी इंस्पायर कर चुका था। जब वो फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद लड़ रहा था और उसे दोषी पाया गया और वो जेल में 6 साल की जेल में कैद था, उस दौरान उसने अपनी मीन कैम्प एक किताब लिखी थी। और उस जेल में बैठे बैठे ही उसने जो है एक डिक्टेटर बनने का सपना देख लिया था। और जब उसको पार्लियामेंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर के थ्रू जो है अपॉइंट किया गया, तब उसने फोर्सफुली वायलेंस के थ्रू जो है वीमर गवर्नमेंट पे, वीमर रिपब्लिक गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर कब्ज़ा कर लिया और अपने आप को डिक्टेटर डिक्लेयर कर दिया। तो इस तरीके से जो है 1934 में हिटलर सत्ता में आ जाता है और अपनी एक पार्टी बनाता है, जिस पार्टी का नाम है नाज़ी पार्टी, और जिसका साइन होता है एक स्वास्तिक का साइन होता है। नाज़ी पार्टी का साइन है, जैसे कि फैसिस्ट पार्टी का साइन अ बंडल ऑफ स्टिक था, एक एक्स था, उसी तरीके से नाज़ी पार्टी का साइन स्वास्तिक है। इन द नेक्स्ट video will discuss about the similarities between the Nazism and fascism, and what does the Germany did under the Nazis, we will discuss both the topics, and after that the next chapter will start the Second World War. So this is a story between the First World War and the Second World War. After the First World War, when the Treaty of Versailles held, in which Germany was signed the humiliating Treaty of Versailles, in which $33 billion compensation had to pay by the Germans to the winning parties. 15 SAR coal mines had to given up to the France for 15 years. Rhine Valley was demilitarized. Only 1 lakh soldiers were allowed to keep in the army of Germany, and no submarines or air force were allowed. So these were the some humiliating Treaty of Versailles which were responsible for the Second World War. That's why, to take revenge from the winning countries, Adolf Hitler, inspired by his speech to the citizens of Germans, and made promise to them that he would going to repay their lost prestige after the First World War. So this was the reason. Treaty of Versailles was the main reason for the cause of Second World War, and once again Germany was responsible for the Second World War, like in the First World War.